Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Mrdoctorwhofan13's video. And today, it's another first impressions video, filmed straight after my first impressions on Mummy on the Orient Express, hence why you can still hear whatever it is in the background. And, you know, this is my first impressions on Doctor Who Series 8, Episode 9, Flatline, written by Jamie Matheson, directed by Douglas McKinnon. So, going into this episode, I had quite high expectations because the Next Time trailer just looked brilliant, and Jamie Matheson, I really enjoyed his first script, Mummy on the Orient Express. And, you know, I don't think I was expecting a perfect story, but I actually really, I was really looking forward to it. So, when I saw, after watching Flatline, I love this story. This was amazing, honestly. It's my favourite of Doctor Who Series 8 so far. Yes, better than Time Heist, and slightly better than Into the Dalek. So, yeah. Flatline. This was a really good story. The writing by Jamie Matheson. Basically, it's everything done right in Mummy on the Orient Express, and broken through the wall and made a million times better here. I really liked the way that Jamie Matheson wrote. The supporting characters are some of the best supporting characters we've had in a long time. I'd probably say the best supporting characters since, I don't know, we've had a brilliant supporting cast. The characters themselves, I'd say they were the best since the classic series, probably, because I can't really recall many supporting casts in New Who that have really appealed to me. I mean, Into the Daleks were pretty good for what they are, but they were nothing special. Same goes for Time Heist. Time Heist actually, yeah, they were quite good. But, I don't know, Flatline, this is probably the best supporting cast we've had of the revived series so far, so, yeah. Once again, as per usual, the Doctor, played by Peter Capaldi, once again, magnificent in the role, although he sort of doesn't get much to do here, but he acts as a great guide for Clara. I'll explain later on. Jenna Coleman, once again, fantastic as Clara. It was really interesting seeing her act as, you know, the Doctor and everything. But, anyway, the synopsis really is that, people have gone missing. You know, the Doctor, basically, he's taking Clara back home, but he ends up, landing her in Brighton, and the TARDIS shrinks. So basically, the Doctor's trapped inside and he can't do anything. And Clara, she's out of the TARDIS, so the Doctor acts as a guide for her, and she pretends to be the Doctor, which I think it's quite funny. This was a really funny script. Just seeing Clara act as the Doctor and, you know, pretend to do what, you know, he does. Sort of taking the piss in a way, if you know what I mean. Not to mention, the supporting characters were really good here. Basically, Jamie Matheson learnt his lesson from Mummy on the Orient Express. I mean, I think he did all he could there. But here, the supporting characters, there's not as many, so they all get a chance to shine. And that community service guy, what a twat. He's just so unlikable, and, you know, you really want to hate him, but this is one of those instances. It's not like in Kill the Moon, where that female supporting character was just unlikable. She was written unintentionally to be unlikable. No. This guy, he's meant to be unlikable. I mean, you want to hate him as soon as you see him. And part of that is to do with the actor's performance. I've forgotten who plays him, but At the end, when he's surviving, he's like, they were community payback scumbags. I wouldn't lose sleep. What an idiot! He is. Oh my god. He has no concern for anyone else but himself. And well done, Jamie Matheson. You can write supporting characters. Please, Matheson for showrunner. Matheson for showrunner. This guy needs to replace Stephen Moffat as the next showrunner of Doctor Who from Series 9 or 10 onwards. Because, I mean, there's rumours saying that Stephen Moffat is staying on for Series 9, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. But Matheson for showrunner, please. Jamie Matheson, fingers crossed. Be the next showrunner of Doctor Who. Your writing is magnificent. Oh my god, I know we're only 2 scripts in, but Matheson. It's very rare for a writer to basically impress me this much after only 2 scripts. I mean, well, Stephen Moffat did it, but other than him, my god, I can't believe it. Just, Jamie Matheson, man, respect to you, bro. You know how to write Doctor Who. This guy gets it. He just gets it. Enough said. But yeah, also, yeah, we didn't really know much about the villains, but I didn't really see that as a problem because they had a nice mystery to them. It wasn't like the Caretaker, where we knew literally nothing about the villain. Nothing. And yet the pre-release hype was all saying, no one is safe. This thing wants to conquer the world. We never learned anything about it in the episodes. So basically the promotional material for the Caretaker was a slap in the face, misleading its viewers. But I don't know why I liked it all, quirky and everything, but Capaldi as a Doctor once again, he was fantastic. And I know I'm repeating myself here, but Flatline was just so good. It was so good. This is how you do filler in Doctor Who. This is how you make it work as a standalone story. This is basically one of the best scripts. It's better than all of Series 7 combined. That's right. Flatline alone, even if it wasn't for the rest of Series 8, Flatline is better than all 13 episodes of Series 7. In fact, you know what? 16 if you include the Snowman Day and Time of the Doctor. Basically, combined into one. Well, 17 if you count the Doctor. No, that's Series 6 actually. Combined into one against Flatline. Flatline blows all of Series 7 out of the water. Even Cold War, as good as that was. Just, oh my god. You have to see this episode to believe how good it is. Jamie Matheson is an exceptional writer, and I really, really want him to be the next showrunner, even though it's only been 2 scripts. But yeah. So, the direction by Douglas McKinnon was excellent here. The only really bad effect I saw was, the effect of the Doctor peeking out from inside the TARDIS. But you know what? It's a better effect than in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 at the end, whenever Reiner pops his head out. That's just a horrible effect. Horrible. Anyway, that's off topic. Terrible movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But back to Doctor Who Flatline. It was, oh my god, it was so funny. There were a lot of funny moments here. And, when the Doctor was guiding the TARDIS with his hand, just the TARDIS with the Doctor's hand crawling out, it was so funny. And, the way he celebrates, like, and then fell out, oh my god. One of the funniest scenes in probably all of Doctor Who's history. This is one of the funniest and most serious scripts I have ever seen. Seriously. But once again, the direction by Douglas McKinnon was excellent. He's previously directed The Sontaran Stratagem and the Poison Sky, The Power of Three, Cold War, and early in this series he directed Listen and Time Heist, which were brilliant direction-wise. So yeah, listen, one of the few good things about that story was the direction. So, yeah. But I'd say, but yeah. So, I think I've pretty much made my opinion clear on Flatline. So, I mean, there's not really much else I can say about it. The only real problem I have, that is, basically this episode is so close to getting a 10 out of 10. But this one thing, this one major problem, is keeping it from reaching it 4 marks. And that is, as I said before, I think you all know what's coming. Altogether now, 3 words. So, Clara and Danny. Now, the only flaw I have in this episode with Jamie Matheson's writing is the way Clara treats Danny. It's something Rose Tyler would do to Mickey Smith. At the end of the story, she doesn't answer her phone to him. And, let's see what else. And when she is on the phone to him, this story was probably goes down in history with you know, episodes like The Day of the Doctor with some of the most obvious sex references ever. But in all honesty, I didn't mind the sexual references here. I found them quite funny, the sexual jokes. Although I think, you know, they did go a bit far here. But I'm not gonna, you know, that's just a minor problem. I'm not bothered about that. But, you know, the way Clara treated Danny was just, it's, ever since Let's Listen, it's basically how Rose Tyler would treat Mickey Smith a bit. So, yeah. I mean, I know Amy treated Rory like an idiot as well, but I don't know, it's just, it seems male love interests in Doctor Who always seem to have to be, they always have to be the idiots, you know. Although, you know, I mean, Danny's a likeable character, but the way Clara treats him, I don't know. But, also, am I the only one who thought that was supposed to be a sexual reference whenever she was on the phone with Danny, but she was sort of, you know, groaning and moaning whenever she was avoiding the monster? Yeah, I took that the wrong way, but then again, I do have a dirty mind and I'm a virgin, so yeah. But overall, Doctor Who Flatline is one of the best episodes we've had in a really long time. It's my favourite of Doctor Who Series 8 so far. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. No, actually no. This episode is so close to getting a 10 out of 10. But because of the one problem, the relationship between Clara and Danny and the way she treats him, I have to give this episode 9 out of 10. But a really high 9, like 9.9. 9. If that relationship was just fixed, then it would scrape a 10. But anyway, yeah, sorry for going extreme there. Flatline, I love this episode. I really hope you enjoyed this submission video. This is Mrdoctorwhofan13's saying word out. Join me next week, hopefully, when I review Doctor Who Series 8, Episode 10, In the Forest of the Night, written by newcomer Frank Cottrell Boyce and directed by newcomer Sherry Folkson.